As you can see, it's nighttime here, and it's time to draw some more of those really cool, exciting adventures of Mercy, Queen of Luna, for Wayne Judge. It's been a real challenge. All the stuff that he sent me has been very interesting to play with. Today we're going to draw the second page. The first page was a splash page, and on the second page I've done some roughs. And it's always a good idea to do some roughs because then you can always rethink it and redraw it. So from these roughs, I'm going to start working on page 2. So grab your pen and paper. It's time for Draw TV. Okay, so the reason I had the audio cut off for the first portion of this episode is because I was watching Doctor Who Remembrance of the Daleks on my VCR in my office. So, yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm just loose pencils, since I'm the one who's inking it, and just kind of, getting in there and doing what I need to do. And there's something cool about the loose pencil idea. So if you're the one who's doing the inking, it's kind of fun. I mean, you get to make up as you go, kind of, sort of, kind of. You're basing it on the script on your loose pencils, but I don't know, it's just kind of neat. And that's what we're looking at here, is just me going over loose pencils and filling it in. So I just wanted to tell you what I was doing so you wouldn't think I was just ignoring you. So day 2, and this is about as far as I got last night. Stayed up pretty late working on this. So let's get on with it. So I'm still inking with the tools I like to ink with. And I think a lot of people don't like that, but I like that, and it's what works for me. And I got my reference sheet here. So gotta make sure we get those boots on there just right. In a way, I wish I'd kind of simplified the design on this thing, but I don't know. It's part of the challenge is, being able to do this and keep it having a certain look about it. And while the show was running, I forgot to hit record. Sorry. Anyway, pencil work here. Just kind of loose pencils again, and I'm going to go ahead and ink those in. And sorry about that. So here we go. Page 2 is now complete, except for lettering and electronic shading of the Mercy, or was this actually, yeah, page 2, Mercy, Queen of Luna. And I keep looking down here at my notes, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a nice little page to get done, and different little techniques of inking. And I did get a message from someone who said that my stuff reminds them of like the British style of inking. And that's very interesting that someone would say that, because some time ago I found this book. It's a really, really good book by Alan Mackenzie. And one of the cool things about it was, I've always wanted to do comics, but I've been attracted more to the ornately drawn stuff. And in here it goes into some of those artists, and most of them are English artists or British artists. And one of the things they talk about in here is it's a completely different inking style. And like this artwork by Brian Lewis for Hammer Horror magazine, and that's kind of hard to see on here, I'm sure, but it's like very detailed, very ornate. I really like that style. And I found this book on the cheap, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're in a bookstore somewhere, you know, like a used book or discount bookstore, if you find this book, grab it. I highly recommend this. And this was another great book I found, and it was another bargain book. I think I got this one at Ollie's maybe. But this book's called Drawing from the Imagination, or From Your Imagination, by Ron Tanner. I don't know. Find this book. Find this book. It will be money well spent. And the illustrations in here are fantastic. The information he shares about drawing, imagination, colors, everything. It's just, this is just a really tight book that has all that information, and it will, I highly recommend it. One day I hope to be able to sit down and take some 11 by 14 paper and draw the most complex, ornate comic book you've ever seen. Maybe one day I'll get to do that. But for now, I'm happy with this, and I'm happy to share this video with you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more Draw TV. And there's a link below for Wayne Judge's work. You can check out his stuff. And please, 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 go check out my stuff. Pick up some stuff. When you buy my t-shirts, designs, books, whatever, that's money it goes back into making these things and doing more things like this. Thank you again. We'll see you next week. God bless. Was The Bride of Frankenstein the greatest horror film ever made, or just a parody of the original 1931 classic Frankenstein? Read the debate in the latest issue of Monster Magazine. Vance Capley is a self-taught artist who has worked in various mediums, including drawing, painting, and graphic design for over 20 years. He now has his designs here on TeePublic. Old school, unique, stylish. He is also available to help you with your original TeePublic designs. Make sure you visit Vance Capley Art 1972 at teepublic.com. You'll be glad you did.